Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to the SlimKirby Central video for August 2016. We have quite a bit to talk about today, so let's go ahead and get this started. Seeing how we're in the middle of August, we are currently in the midst of the NES Marathon that I started this month. At around the time that this video is getting uploaded, I have finished 3 of the games for the marathon. I have 2 more on the way that are already recorded, and there is a 6th game that I can already verify will be happening during the marathon as well, because I finished this marathon, at least in terms of what I had initially planned, way earlier than I thought I would, pretty much an entire week ahead of schedule, so I actually did pretty good, I'll have to say, and I even made some of the games a little longer in terms of number of uploads too, because normally I have videos in the 25-minute range, while most of these videos have been more so for the 20-minute range. So I have actually extended it quite a bit just in terms of the projects that I did decide to do for this marathon, but I am still going to need another game at least. I might even need a second game after that as well, so I think it's going very well. I hope you guys are enjoying the marathon. It's been cool going through all of these NES games, and I've also gotten an idea of some other games that you guys want to see from me in the future, so maybe there will be an NES Marathon 2 in the future. Because keep in mind, August only has 31 days, so that's not really a whole lot of time, and I'm not going to be able to record and cover all of the possible NES classics. There's still lots of other games out there, plenty of which you guys think will be in the marathon that won't be in the marathon, so as a result, I'm going to have to take a look at those games at a future date and time, and I do not have a problem with that. It gives the NES Marathon kind of the possibility of coming back at a future date and time. So I'll definitely hold on to those other suggestions, and maybe we'll have a future NES Marathon. Or, even if I don't, it'll give me some ideas for small mini projects, some ideas for weekend projects. So yeah, honestly, I'm getting a lot of future game ideas in mind as well. So this has all been good. Even if I won't cover every NES game classic there is, there'll still be plenty for a future date and time, and that's always good. So, getting out of the NES mindset right now, you guys are probably wondering, well, what's going to happen after the NES Marathon? Well, I've advertised this numerous times, but the first project I'm going to do once the NES Marathon is over is I'm going to get started on the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which is pretty much the last major playthrough I want to start and finish this year. I'm sure there'll be other projects I'll start and finish as well, not just this one, but this is the big one, the last big one, so to speak. As for other ideas, I am looking forward to a possible beginning of Super Paper Mario at the end of November, start of December. So that will be happening around that time. That's around the same time that I started the previous 2 Paper Mario games, so I figured that would be a good time to start those games as well, or start this game as well. So you have that to look forward to at the end of the year. I've also got, like I've said before, Walking Dead Michonne planned, the DLC for The Walking Dead. I also want to actually get moving on either the next Mario Kart game or potentially Mario Party DS, because during this past month I did actually receive my 3DS capture card in the mail. It came a lot earlier than I thought it would. It came in July, at the very end of July, when I thought it wouldn't be getting here till September, so it came like a month and a half in advance. So I was really, really satisfied with the service on that. Thank you, Katsu Kitty, which is the name of the website that I got this from, the brand of capture card I got it from. You guys are great, had great customer service, and I'm really looking forward to using this device. But I haven't really done any tests with it yet. I'm kind of waiting until I have the NES Marathon finished, and I have the first 2 sessions of Ocarina of Time recorded before I start messing with that. And because of that, don't expect Mario Kart DS or Mario Party DS to happen right away. Also, do not try to influence my decision on which game to do first. I will figure it out, and whatever game I'm feeling at that moment, I will be doing that game. So do not pressure me. This is not you guys voting for what project comes first. I'm going to do what feels natural, and I think that's what I should do. So just give me some time to figure out what I'm doing there, and I promise you that either one of those two playthroughs will be happening, maybe even both. I really don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But I do want to get one of those at least started and maybe even finished before the end of the year, no matter what. So I am looking forward to that. And also, since I do have the 3DS capture card, definitely expect New Super Mario Bros. 2 sometime in the future as well. I'm not sure if it'll be at the end of this year or not, but that is kind of a staple of being like whenever I cover a certain type of game, or like whenever I've done like at least for New Super Mario Bros. And New Super Mario Bros. U. I don't remember if New Super Mario Bros. Wii was the first Wii game I did or not, but the New Super Mario Bros. Has always been the series I've done first whenever I've gotten a new piece of equipment that I can use to record a new system, so I kind of want to keep that a tradition. But again, we'll see. I might just end up going with either like Mario Kart DS or Mario Party DS as my first new capture card project anyway. But I guess to be fair, those are also DS games, not 3DS games, so I guess it doesn't really count. But my first 3DS game will be New Super Mario Bros. 2. Like it or hate it, doesn't really matter. It's just kind of a tradition, so I figured that would be the most appropriate game to start with for a new coverage of a new system, basically. I hope all that makes sense. So yeah, that's all I'm really going to be talking about for right now. Any other projects I'll reveal in time. I have a few ideas of the projects I want to do alongside Ocarina of Time, so I'll just figure out what I'm going to be doing with that, and you guys just please wait patiently. I'll figure everything out on my own. It's what I've always done. It's what I think works best, and I think there'll be some good projects coming for the next 4.5 months of this year, because there's not much time left in this year. This year is coming very, very quickly to a close, and I'm still really freaking surprised that's even the case. But I think I've yammered on enough about YouTube stuff, so let's go ahead and move on to some other things and see what we got going on the stream front. Okay guys, moving on to the Twitch front. Don't have really a lot to talk about here. Although I will say, I have been actually kind of, once again, it seems like it's always back and forth with Twitch. But I've actually kind of been enjoying my streams again, and it's making me want to do more streams. Like last time, I feel like I've been kind of wanting to tone down on streams again. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff I really want to try out, and a lot of stuff I really want to do. Recently I did a playthrough of Super Mario Star Road, which is a Super Mario 64 ROM hack, which I thought was freaking amazing. And I also did a Zelda Link to the Past randomizer as well, which was also a lot of fun. And those two things that I've done have gotten me kind of in the mood for streaming again, and just kind of wanting to try out more things. Really, I mean, seriously, Twitch has always been just so back and forth with me. So I don't know what it is. It's just the nature of this website, I guess. Again, it's really hard because I consider myself more of a YouTuber, not really much of a streamer. So, you know, when it comes to YouTube, I'm always looking forward to the future and what I'm going to be doing and what projects I'm going to be working with. Well, the streams, it's like, you know, I kind of ride a high for a bit. But then, you know, there's a few low periods, and then it just kind of goes up and down like a roller coaster. While, you know, in terms of YouTube, instead of being really a roller coaster, it's more of a water slide or a water ride, which are kind of my favorite rides at amusement parks. So, you know, I'm always having fun regardless, so it's just kind of like, yeah, with YouTube, there's always going to be constant excitement. Well, with streaming, it's going to be kind of back and forth, I guess. As far as retro achievements are concerned, I'm still really wanting them to start getting N64 games figured out, because I feel like that's going to be the biggest chance for me to just really leap forward in terms of the rankings. Right now, I'm kind of securely in 15th/16th place. There's a lot of points ahead of me that I need to get before I'm in 14th place. And in terms of people behind me, aside from the one person that I'm kind of been going like back and forth with, there's again that same kind of threshold. So I'm kind of like right smack dab in the middle of two relatively big point gaps. So I figure that the only thing that's going to help me get over those thresholds that are in front of me are just the new systems whenever they get available, which I hope is soon. I haven't really heard any word about that, but again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I have a few games in mind that'll kind of take me a little further ahead and maybe get me some extra points, but whether or not that'll help me actually get further in the rankings, that kind of remains to be seen. And of course, there's a lot of variance just in terms of people who are also playing for retro achievements. Obviously, I'm not the only one, so there's going to be a lot of people getting points while I'm not getting points, and vice versa, so it's really kind of a crapshoot to see like how I'm going to be advancing on that front. But I do really enjoy doing retro achievements. I've made a lot of really good friends there, so definitely small little shout out to all my friends of the Retro Achievements crew, Dexter Spetz, Delmaru, Magnus, and many others who I've definitely grown to enjoy having discussions with and talking to whenever I've been on my downtime for retro achievements. So thank you all for making the retro achievement experience a lot of fun, because it really definitely has been a lot of fun for me. As for other streams I would like to do in the future, like I said, I did a The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer recently, and I've really been obsessed with that. So maybe like every month I might do a new randomized seed for that game, just because I really enjoy like the puzzle element of figuring out how to do things. And I've also been kind of spending a lot of time at Link to the Past speedrun streams, because the community members for that particular speedrun category are all extremely friendly. They're all extremely nice, and I have to admit, I've actually been getting really interested in wanting to learn how to speedrun Link to the Past. I don't really know why. That game in particular, you'd think it'd be like Super Mario World, but I don't know, just like the community behind Link to the Past has been really good, and they've been very helpful to me in getting the randomizer set up so I could actually stream it. So, who knows, I might try to start down that road, but I might do a few of the randomized streams first before I make any big decisions on that front. Because keep in mind, I'm not really a speedrunner, I'm a YouTuber, and I kind of want to stick to that and stick to what I know. I've also been thinking about doing more of the Super Smash Bros. AI streams that I've done in the past. I did a few on the PuddlePlains community channel, and those were a lot of fun, and for some reason those have been kind of on my mind again. Kind of just having like small little tournaments for the AI, kind of watching the matches and kind of creating hype with the other people who are watching the matches. It was a lot of fun when I did those, and I'd like to do more of that. So again, I've been thinking of different ideas to do basically for my streams, and of course there's always like ROM hack playthroughs, there's always the grinding streams, which are usually pretty good. So I definitely have a lot of options in front of me, and I'd want to definitely explore all those options, but just keep in mind that, again, with streaming, it's kind of back and forth with me. So while I may be excited about trying new stuff this month, who knows, I might be thinking about wanting to kind of dial it down again next month. So we'll just see what happens. Let's go ahead and move on to something else. Okay, I'm actually going to be talking about my website for a very quick minute. I have been actually going through the website again. I've been adding a few different pages. I've been editing a few different pages, trying to get my website more in tune with the current times, because when I went to my current events page the other day, it was still advertising like there are no events for September 2014. And when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should update this. So I actually spent an entire day kind of going through the site, fixing a few pages, removing all the things that are no longer relevant. I added a new question corner that day as well. And I've also been just kind of looking at all the other things I've uploaded on the webpage and the website. I definitely would like to do more reviews. I read my 2 reviews and I thought they were really good, and I'm kind of like, you know, maybe I should do more of this. As far as gaming articles, again, that's going to be kind of a mixed bag, back and forth kind of thing. So I don't really know if I'll be hitting that as hard as I would be reviews, but that could be a potential thing I'll do in the future. A few things I still need to do. I need to get all of my other projects updated on the archive, mainly the cooperative projects and the special projects. I think I have the races and the versus videos already accounted for, but I know there are also some you know, co-op projects from all my projects in the past with Crystal Star Studio, all the stuff I did with Fire Kitty, all the stuff that I am doing now with Puddle Plains, and stuff of that nature. And like I said, there's also all the specials and milestone videos that I would like to add as well. There's just a lot of stuff that needs to be added in those other archives, so I'll make an effort someday in the future to get back to that, so I can work on that and get that finished up and properly formatted. I've also made some changes to the SlimKirby Central section, where I'm not really going to be focusing on, like, whenever I upload a new SlimKirby Central video, I'm not going to have, like, all of the same information on the web page that I have on the video. It'll just be like the video and then like a brief description of all the stuff I talk about. I feel like that'd be more convenient, since I have to actually do 2 types of formatting on the video description and on the website, and then it's just like that's like so much extra work I have to do in order to get things set up. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just not going to worry about it. It doesn't really need to be like this anyway, so that's something else that I've kind of done. I want to actually update the gallery, because I have gotten some new fan art over the past few months, and technically years, I guess. But for some reason, my gallery's not really working. I don't know why. I've been trying to add photos for like the last week, but I can't quite figure out the problem. I might need to actually get a new plugin or a new feature added to my WordPress page to actually get that working again, which is kind of a shame, because you know, there are a lot of cool people out there who have sent in some really cool and nice fan art, and I want to show it all, but unfortunately, due to the way things are working, it's just not really working right. I'll keep on the lookout for a solution though, and maybe I can get that figured out in not too much extra time. I may also need to talk to Fire Kitty and see if she has any ideas, since technically she's the one that hooked me up with all of the pages and all the plugins as well, so she might have some ideas as well. But yeah, I have been doing some work on the website. I've been trying to make it look better. I've been trying to just in general update it a lot more, and whenever I've had enough questions, I've been adding question corner pages as well. So definitely a lot of action going on there, even though it doesn't really seem like it that much. But stuff is being done to actually move forward with that, and I figured that that would be a good time to let you guys know about that. So with that being said, let's move on. As far as Puddle Plains is concerned, Kirby's Dream Land 3 has finished, and the work on this project has actually kind of spurred on some discussion about some other projects, and have been trying to get some other projects moving forward as well, which is good. But as far as updates are concerned, I don't really have a lot to say here. I do want to once again thank Praise Scooter for stepping up for the Kirby's Dream Land 3 project and actually getting something on the channel for once, because like I said before, it took a very, very long time for something to actually be on the channel. So big kudos to him for actually kind of stepping up and doing all of that. He's a good guy. Definitely check him out on his own YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/praisescooter. He's a beast. he's awesome, and I really appreciate the help that he did for that project, and hopefully we can get some other projects moving forward as well. But for now, let's go ahead and leave it there and move on to the shout out of the month. Okay, I know it's technically kind of weird to be giving another shout out since I've given a few shout outs in this video already, but I do want to give a huge major shout out to the one and only Alan Edgehead. The reason why I'm giving him a shout out is for, well, a number of reasons. For one, he is a really cool guy. He's just really cool. It's fun hanging out with him. It's cool talking with him. And he's just a really nice guy. Two, he's actually the one that kind of helped me get my stream channel started about like a year and a half ago. So thanks to him, I wouldn't even be having streams in the first place. He's the one who kind of sat down with me, kind of walked me through all the different settings and stuff, and made sure that it would help me get a good stream that would run well, that wouldn't get plagued by my terrible internet. And it was just really nice of him to step up and do that. He's a really good guy, and I'm glad that he helped me with that. And also, in addition to that, he also hooked me up with the website for the 3DS capture card that I ended up going with. So thank you to him for suggesting that. Like I said before, the place he suggested had a really great customer service. I got my device 2 months in advance, pretty much. So yeah, thank you for that as well. You've done a lot for me in just this past year, and I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the great work. So if you want to check out this guy, he does a lot of streams on his own channel, his own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Alan Edgehead. You can find a link in the video description. He also has a YouTube channel where he posts a lot of his highlights and stuff of that nature. But usually all of this stuff will be from his Twitch channel anyway, so I figured the Twitch channel would be the link to go with. But yeah, definitely check him out. He streams a lot. I believe he streams like 3 or 4 times per week. And from what I've seen, they're all very enjoyable streams. And again, he's a very nice guy. He's helped me numerous times in the ways I've mentioned. He was also a commentary host during the Mario Party Marathon I did about a month ago. Or actually 2 months ago. My god, time flies. But yeah, so thank you, Alan, for all the wonderful help you've given me over this past year. I really do appreciate it. So this is my way of giving back. So everyone go follow him, because this guy is a beast. Thank you very much. Okay, and with that being said, I think that's going to do it for this issue of SlimKirby Central. My god, I talked about a lot this month, so thank you all for listening. I don't really have any closing words or anything to really talk about. I know that a lot of people are probably going back to school. I know it sucks, but just hang in there. Do good in your studies. Have a good time with your friends whenever you get the chance. And just, you know, do your best to be not only a good student, but also just a good human being. And that also applies to a lot of people outside of school as well. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say. I hope you guys had a great summer. And we still have a few months to go for the rest of 2016 before we move on to 2017. I can't believe that 2017 is like upcoming very quickly on our radars. Like it'll be here before you know it, and that's just freaking insane. I'm gonna be freaking 28 soon, and I can't even believe that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you on the flip side. Hope you enjoy my videos, my streams, anything else I decide to upload on the intrawebs, and I'll see you later. Later, folks.